Carol, but let us give her a minute to get back. In the meantime, as she does, you can try to log in onto R4Life using those details I've given, and then just get your eyes back on the screen to see Carol take us through the access issues. Thank you.
Sorry, I had my internet was interrupted, but this is my search interface. And now the search interface will have the search box that is displayed here. I think you can see. And it says search function provided by Summon. What does this mean? And the Summon is a discovery tool. What is a discovery tool? This is a Google-like tool that searches across. Faith mentioned so many portals. So as a beginner to maybe, if you're seeing this interface for the first time, and I mentioned this so many portals, Hinari, Agora, Adigoli, as a beginner to this interface, it may actually confuse you. But then the bit about it is that it has a search interface that is going to search across these so many portals. In first presentation, you had that the different portals have different displays. You had Hinari for health, Agora for agriculture, Adi for technology, Goli for humanities and long, and then Ori for environment science. But the bit about this is that this report was actually multidisciplinary. When I do a search here, it's going to search across the different portals, and I can use any search term from any discipline. So let us explore. I'm going to put in my search term, Internet of Things. For those doing ICT, I think this is a common search term for you. Internet of Things is a phrase term. And since this is a phrase term, I can choose to put it in double quotes. Remember when Faith mentioned to you about, when Faith mentioned about the phrase search. Now, with phrase searching, you put a search term, you put your search term. For example, you may have child abuse, adult education. Those are common phrase terms. When I search for a term, child abuse, and I leave it as child abuse without putting it in the double quotes, the system is going to put for me an invisible and to search for child and abuse. So whatever, any literature which has child and abuse in any text will be retrieved. And anything which has child abuse will also be retrieved. But then when I restrict it and put it in double quotes, child abuse, then I'm telling the system that I want only those researchers who use the term child abuse. So the same applies here. I'm informing the system, any researcher who uses the term Internet of Things by putting it in double quotes. So remember I'm doing a general search here. So since I'm doing a general search, Internet of Things, this time is going to be searched across the title, the body, the abstract, and even the bibliography or the references. So let us search. I'll click on the search option. So with my Internet of Things, if you see on my screen clearly, I see where my cursor is, I have 70,000 results, Internet of Things. Let us try to remove the double quotes. Let us remove it from a phrase. From 70,000, do they change? Let us see. I'll search again. So you see that from 70,000, and I now have 77,000. You see that? So in a way, when I use the phrase search or the double quotes, I'm actually limiting. I'm trying to limit my search terms. So these are our results. Remember, this Internet of Things is ICT. We mentioned technology, for ADI, we mentioned the different disciplines. So when I search my Internet of Things, I'm from the ICT discipline, and you realize that I actually have content. This is a journal article. This is also a journal article. So when you scroll, you see that, remember, this is a portal, it's not a database. Being that it's a portal, articles are going to come from different publishers. And by that, these are going to display differently. Let us look at our first article, Consumer and Objective Experience in Internet of Things. It does not have an obvious PDF. So in this case, what do you do? In this case, you're going to click on the full text online. So when I click on full text online, so this is how it displays. This article is from Oxford Journals, but then it doesn't have a direct PDF. It has article full text. So in this case, I'll click on article full text for my article to download. So I'll not wait for it to download, but ideally it should be downloading in the interest of time. I'll close that and I just go back to my search results. Okay, I'll close that as well. So let us go back to our search results. So let us also explore article number 2. Where is it coming from? When I click on full text, I want to see these articles where the different publishers. The other one was from Oxford. Let us see where this one is coming from. Who's the publisher for this article? So this is from Science. You realize that this plays differently. The other one had article full text. Now this one has the PDF. So you have to be smart and look out. You look out for where is the PDF option or where is the download option. So in this case, for this one, it has the PDF. You see that? Members, are we together? Can I hear you?
Yes, we are seeing. We are seeing.
Are we following?
Yes.
Very well.
Okay, thank you. So I'll click on the PDF there, but I'll close that as well. And then let us go to filtering. Now, number 3. Number 3, it is obvious. It has a PDF. So when you find obvious articles which give you the PDF option, just click on the PDF. So let us look on the left-hand side of my screen. On the left-hand side, we have the filters. Now, our supervisors, they are strict on citing current literature. How do I filter to current literature here? Oftentimes they tell us 10 years, don't cite any article below 10 years. So in this case, what do you do? We can filter. Are you seeing that pencil-like icon where my cursor is? We have the pencil-like icon. And when I click on the pencil-like icon, it gives me the date. So I will say probably I want articles between 2016, right? Then I'll type here to 2020. So when I click it automatically, it actually automatically puts the year 2026. So these are my results, and a bit about R4Life that it gives us access to current literature. Now, in addition to that, you may filter again. How do you filter? You may be interested in looking at the ebooks or the chapters. You're not interested in the journal articles, but you want to look at the ebooks. Am I fast?
Yes, you are too fast. At least they are slowly such that we can follow well.
Okay. Sorry about that. Should I go back?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. I'll close the screen. Okay.
Yes.
Let's search again. Can I have a search term from the audience, from the participants? Someone give me a search term. What is a search term? Your key term, maybe in case you have a topic you've identified, like the searchable key terms.
Let me suggest mobile data collection methods or something of the kind.
Mobile data collection methods. Mobile
Yes.
data collection methods?
Yes, exactly. That is it.
Okay, let us see if we can get something on that. Mobile data collection methods. So this is my search term. I mentioned that this search screen here is a Google-like tool which searches across the different portals. So here I'm searching across all the 5 portals that my colleague mentioned to you. So mobile data collection may not exactly be a phrase, okay? So I wouldn't encourage you to put this term, mobile data collection methods, in double quotes because it's not a phrase. But I want to see who used mobile data collection methods. So let us see. So I'll click on the search icon. This is the search icon. So I'll click on it to search across the resources. Data collection methods for mobile. So these are the results that we have. You see that data collection, mobile, improving mobile, sensing data collection. Okay, so my co-facilitator, then a background. Let's browse through these articles. Is anything of relevance to you, to your research? Does it inform your research? The participant who gave me mobile data collection methods.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, especially the first.
The first one? Okay, so if you find the first one relevant.
It's relevant. The other one is just relevant. Yeah.
Okay, so let us look at article number 1 that we think is relevant. So at this point, as a researcher, what are you going to do? You can even talk through it by reading the abstract. How do you read the abstract here? Our article number 1, what's your name again, please?
Say again?
Shege?
My name? Angelo Giu.
Yeah. Sorry?
Angelo.
Agil. Okay.
Yes, Agil, yes.
Agil, okay. Agil has given us, says that this article is relevant to him, and we want to see, you can do a quick look. Are you seeing where my cursor is? Quick look?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you click on quick look, it gives you the abstract. You see that abstract? So this enables you to browse through quickly and establishes this is actually relevant to me. So if you find it relevant, then you can go ahead and download it. I'll close that. So now, having read through quickly, then I can click on full text online. Do you see that? Full text online?
Yes. Yes.
I'll click on full text online. So full text online, this article is from ACM. And now here it doesn't have a direct PDF, but it has this word article full text. You see that word article full text? Where my cursor is? Yes, I'll click on article full text to be able to download that article. So here I should be able to download, okay, this is what it's saying, but ideally you should be able to download. These are usually internet connection issues. But in cases where an article behaves like this, and it, okay, that's what it is. In cases where it opens like this, it acts like this, oftentimes usually internet or it's at the publisher's end. You can send this article or the title to your librarian to get it for you. And Makera has what we call document delivery services. In instances where our researchers don't have access to that article, you send it to your librarian. Then the librarian, who is now your library director, Madame Florence, will send it to Makerere University and will get for you that article. So you get at that article through her. So for us, the communication channel is your librarian. Are we together on that? This admins fee, but it should actually be able to open. Okay, so I'll close that. Then I'll go back to my search results. Now, from the search results, I have 53 results. Now, when you look at the left-hand side, you see this? You can apply the filters. Let us look at the first filter. The first filter is refine your search. Add results beyond your library. When you click on add results beyond your library, you see this, when I check this first box, remember what Faith said, that when you search, you should be having access to everything. So when I check this, then it will open access to even what my library does not have access to. But ideally, whatever I've retrieved here should be available to you. So when I click here, let me click, you realize that actually the results are going to increase from 53,000. You see this, they are now 195. So now it gives you even those that are not available to you. But remember, I mentioned that we have what we call document delivery services. So the choice is used as a researcher. Let me uncheck this. Now, again on our filters, I may be interested in reading only scholarly and peer-reviewed articles. So I'll check that. I want scholarly and peer-reviewed articles. So from 53, I have 51. You see this, So it's about how you play with your results. So, but let me uncheck that again. And I want to apply the filters now to books. Now, when you look here, content type. This way you have content type, you have journal articles, you have conference proceedings. Let us look at the books. You have books, ebooks. In Research for Life resources, we have books which are in open access and books which are not in open access. Books which are not in open access are those books which are freely available to us through Research for Life, but then they don't in open access, and therefore you cannot download a whole book, but you can download a chapter. Then those in open access, you can actually download a whole book. Let us explore the different books. Now, our books are 82. So data collection in fragile states. Let us say this book is relevant to me. I'll click ebook, full text online. I'll click on full text online. Internet, put it up home. My internet is playing tricks today because this is an open access book, should be available to you. So my internet is a bit not stable today, but these books are, all the books are clicked on from open access and should be available to you. But sometimes with Research for Life requires fast internet. When internet is slow, sometimes they play tricks, but these are available because I can see that from door. Okay, since you've seen how we download the books, please go back and explore this. This book should be available to you because in open access. I wanted to show you what to download the different chapters here. But the internet, due to slow internet, let me try one more book. If it fails, then I'll go to the ebooks to the articles. Okay, the internet is very slow, but you've seen how to browse the different books. For books from Dowat, you'll have a link, either a DOI or to have a URL to the book. You should be able to click on that URL, download that book, or to give you a table of contents where you can download the different chapters from that book. So I'm going back. I'm showing the different features here. We looked at the dates already. I hope you took note of this. And in case I want to carry out another search, before you do another search, always clear your filters. You see, I have clear all. Always clear your filters before you carry out another. In case you want to put in like another search term, always clear your search. So now I've cleared my search. Now, I know we all use different referencing and citation tools. Some may use Mendeley, some may use EndNote, others may use Zotero. So when you're on the Research for Life interface, you see how you have the double quotes here? This is where you cite from. But I want to warn you that when you cite from here, when I click on cite, then I go on export as. So in case you're using EndNote, you click on EndNote. In case you're using Zotero, you click on Zotero. But when you export this citation, make sure you go and clear the URL, because the URL is going to pick a very long URL from Research for Life and to make your references not smart. So for me, oftentimes I advise my students not to cite from here, unless maybe some articles are from, some documents maybe are from open access, because some open access resources don't have the direct cite option. But in case an article is from a website with a direct cite option, it's always advisable to click on when I click on full text online, it will take me to the website of that. Okay, I'll click on the title. When I click on the title, okay, it's the same thing. I'll click on article full text. This is from Lord. Search for Life is annoying. Now, this article is from Dowat. You see this? So some articles from Dowat, this is what I was trying to show, even for the ebooks. This is how they're going to show. You have the DOI, or you have the read online. So you may click on that DOI, or you may click on read online. When I click on that DOI, I should be able to download my article. So now when I click on that DOI here, okay, so it brings me here and I have to look out for the PDF. Okay, so I have to look out for the PDF. Okay, the download option, you see the download option? The download option is here. Now, citing, remember I discouraged you from citing the other side. Export metadata. You see this? Now, if your citation tool is not showed here, end for EndNote, then you click on RIS. RIS gets us for everything, for all those other citation styles. You click on RIS to export the reference to your reference management tool. Okay, I'll close that and go back. On our search results. So here you may share in case you want to share your item with someone else. And still you can cite from here, but remember, I'm discouraging you from citing from here, but if you don't have another option, cite from here and go back and click, edit your references and delete the URL. Since your DOI will be picked already, you may not need the URL. Okay, now this is the summon search. I'm going to go back on our Research for Life interface, which is this, and we have the content here. We have the different content here. On the content page, when I click on content page, remember my colleague mentioned about the various databases here. We are going to explore the various databases here by clicking on databases. So when you click on databases, I want us to look at two common databases. I think you do health sciences. In databases, we have a common database which is called PubMed. And then you also have Google Scholar. Let me first
Dear Carol, we don't do health.
you don't do health, it's
We
basically
do
technology
and business and law.
Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, I thought you had also whatever. Okay, now let me explore. We have the ELO research repository. You see this? You can explore this. The ELO research for the law students to be relevant to them. Let me explore also Google Scholar. Let us go to Google Scholar. So this is Google Scholar. The bit of searching Google Scholar and Research for Life is that it gives you access to Research for Life through articles that are published by Research for Life. But when you search Google Scholar directly, then you'll be limiting yourself to access rights to articles that are published by Research for Life. But you're going to see also how to explore that. Now, to my law students, let us find a legal term to search. I will search commission of inquiry. Okay, I'll search for a search term, commission of inquiry. This is a legal term, right? I'm searching it in Google Scholar. Now, because now remember I'm searching Google Scholar and Research for Life, these resources are available to me. See this? This is an article from Sage, wouldn't be available to you if you're searching directly, to not be available. So you can also filter. You see here we have the custom range, but I know for legal students, they don't restrict you on current literature. Like maybe from those in technology. Those in technology, they may restrict, but for legal students, you're not restricted. So you may leave it open, you can customize by clicking on custom range, and you put the dates that you want, 2020 to 2026, then I search. But I believe this applies only to law students. I don't encourage you to customize. Okay, That is Google Scholar, so you can search Google Scholar directly from there. Now, we have another searching option here. Under content, we have searched the databases and we looked at Google Scholar. Now I want us to look at information providers. You see these were information providers. And information providers are the publishers. You may have a specific publisher that you want to search thoroughly. I'll click on information providers. Who are some of the common information providers for us? We have Taylor and Francis, we have Wiley Online, we have Sage. So they may be available to them.
Elsevier, okay, we are not in health.
Yeah, Elsevier is also multidisciplinary, but then it's not available to Uganda. So I'll explore. Let me explore Sage. So you learn that trick of exploring Sage should apply to all the other databases. Now, as a librarian, I know Sage books are not available to us, but Sage journals are available to us. So I'll click on Sage journals. So when you click, for example, on Taylor and Francis, the same trick that I'm using here is the same trick that you're going to use when you're searching maybe Taylor and Francis. I'll explore one other for purposes of understanding. So when I click on Sage, it gives me the list of journals. Okay, so this list of journals, for me as someone from technology or someone doing ICT or someone doing legal practice, what is the relevance of these journals that are listed here? Because I don't even know the content in there, not so. So what do you do in this case? Just identify any journal, as long as it has P and it is green. Identify any journal, click on the title. Don't worry about the content. So after identifying any journal, remember the content here, you're not sure whether it is relevant to you. What do you do here? You can either, you see, and when you put your search term here, you're going to search in this journal. Remember, we are searching across all journals. So you can select search across all journals, or you can click on Sage journals. So the choice here is yours as a researcher. So when I click on Sage journals, now at this point, it gives me the interface to search across Sage. I realize that here it's asking whether I should accept cookies. I'm on the unauthentic database. So when you're in an authentic database, it is okay to accept cookies because these are good cookies. They're not bad cookies. So always accept the cookies. So let us do a search again here. I'll do a search. Someone give me a search in ICT. ICT related search term or a legal related search term here.
AI generated tools.
Sorry?
AI generated tools.
AI?
Generated tools.
AI generated tools.
Yes, please.
Okay. Artificial intelligence generated tools. Generative tools. Okay, let us search. So these are our results. So artificial generative tools. So that advice when you have such term actually search, it's good to search it across common because many publishers are now publishing on artificial intelligence. So these are my results. Artificial intelligence generative tools. And now, how do I know that an article is available to me? Most of the resources actually in Sage should be available to you. So let us explore the first article, History of Artificial Intelligence in Europe. Remember, we are not specific. We just searched artificial intelligence generative tools. So sometimes we need to be specific. But okay, let us explore. Okay, state of artificial intelligence in plastic surgery. Let us click on, when I click on the PDF, I should be able to download. Now in our next search term, we are going to be a little more specific. We are going to
Let's
relate
look at
artificial
the cutting the
intelligence
noise.
to. Sorry?
Let's choose the option cutting the noise. The upper option and the medical related.
That was medical related. Okay, let me close this. Oops. Will not. But remember what I did this? What I did here, I clicked on Sage Journals. When I click on Sage Journals, then I put in our search term. Here, keep accepting the cookies, artificial intelligence, artificial intelligence, generative tools. Okay, let us try to use a Boolean operator and
check the spelling for generative. Check the spelling for generative.
Oh, okay. Actually, thank you for that. Thank you for seeing that. Now, in databases, when you do a typo, you don't actually get results. So I wasn't going to get results. So artificial intelligence generative tools, let us try to apply our Boolean operator. And so what are we relating artificial intelligence to? Should we do and higher and the research?
Yes.
In research, yes. Or
Yes, just do
Or
research.
ethical use? Sorry?
We go
in
for
digital
the
automation.
Okay, I didn't hear you clearly. Okay, let me do research. Oh, ethical use and research. But okay, let us do artificial intelligence, generative tools, and research. So these are our results. So these are the different results, and we see that whatever has a green padlock or it has the golden padlock means open access. Okay, the green padlock means you have access, and if you see a gray padlock, that means you don't have access. But most usually those will be like the old articles. So whatever is here is actually available to you. Okay. Now, artificial intelligence in developing countries, the impact of generative artificial intelligence technologies for development. Maybe this is relevant to us.
Yes. Let's use that.
Okay. So here I'll click on PDF. You see that? So you see that my PDF is available. I should be able to download it and save it. Okay. So we are going to explore another, that is Sage. Okay. So let us go back to our portal We are going back to up here on our content here. Remember that was, remember where I went to information providers? Remember that? So when I clicked on information providers, then I clicked on S to give me the list, the providers that begin with S, and we selected Sage. Now I want us to explore also. Sorry. Okay, I want us to explore another publisher called Taylor and Francis. So I'll click on T. I just want us to just familiarize on how to search this. So when I click on T, it gives me the list of resources that begin, publishers that begin with T. I think we have 3. So I'll click on Taylor and Francis because that is my interest. So when you click on Taylor and Francis, it gives you the list of journals in Taylor and Francis. But remember, the journals there, you don't know what is the content in there as a researcher. So just click on any of them to lead you to their interface. Yes, please go ahead and ask any questions. Is it my audio? I really don't hear you, but my audio is at 100%. Can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay, let us look at, you see, in this case here, I have Taylor and Francis. And remember here we have T and F ebooks, ebook collections. This one took me, okay. But I'm not interested in the ebooks. I'm sorry, I'll take you back a bit here. Because I'm interested in journals. The books will give us a different interface. SPN, book, journal, okay. This is a journal. So now this is how it displays. But remember when I click here, it is searching in that journal, okay? This journal, which journal you don't know whether it is relevant to accountability in research. So you click where we have this journal, if you can see my cursor, you select anywhere, okay? If you don't want to select anywhere, then come back and click on Taylor and Francis online, like we did also for Sage. So here you have 2 options. So then there I will do my search term. Now we are going to do our search term now using the synonyms. Remember where Faith mentioned that we use the different synonyms? For what are synonyms? Well, the terms either related, this could be broader, or they could be smaller, or they could be actually similar. For example, artificial intelligence. Someone could have used artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, or I'm trying to find synonyms. Machine learning, machine learning. Someone give me another related term. Another related term to artificial intelligence. Intelligence and academic writing. You see now here I've used my 2 Boolean operators, artificial intelligence, or you see that I'm putting the O in capital letters, okay? Academic, you said academic writing. And then also my and is in capital. So my O, this artificial intelligence, actually I can put them in brackets. So I'm informing the system, first search these terms and then add them to academic writing. So I want these are related. So whoever used augmented intelligence or whoever used machine learning and whoever used artificial intelligence and related it to academic writing, all papers will be retrieved. So I search again. Someone please mute. Madam Flores, can you help me mute that participant? Okay, members. Again, I'll accept cookies. Now, when I search in Taylor and Francis, how do I know that an article is relevant to me? Article number 1, you see this? This could actually be relevant to me, but it's not available to me. How do I know? It doesn't have the green tick. Even this doesn't have the green tick. So when I scroll, this one has a golden padlock, means it's available to me. This one has a green tick, it's available to me. This is available to me freely. This is in open access. Gold is open access, green is available to me. But don't forget, when you see an article that is not available to you, don't forget to send this request to Florence to get for you that article. I'll keep repeating that because oftentimes our researchers, they're not guided and they don't know what to do. Okay, now let us identify one article here. Coverage of ethics in artificial intelligence and machine learning. You see that the system highlights for me all my search terms that I'm searching in the articles. And remember, I've done a general search, meaning this term artificial intelligence may not even be in the article, but it's in the body or it's in the references. So let us look at this article, Artificial Intelligence in Academic Writing and Research Skills in Kenyan Universities, Opportunities and Challenges. So when I click on full text, this should be available to me. I hope internet doesn't misbehave again. You see, it's the internet which is really slow, but these things are available to you. I hope you have better internet on your end. Okay, finally. So now for articles from Taylor and Francis, remember the other another golden padlock. Now here it doesn't have the obvious PDF, but it has view PDF. So here my cursor is view PDF. So when I click on view PDF, I should be able to download. But before I view, remember I want to cite our article here from the publishers page. How do I cite here? For an article from Taylor and Francis, it has cite this article. So you click on cite this article from there, and then you select the format you want to read. Remember, risk caters for EndNote, Mendeley, all of them. Then you click on download citation. This is my reference management tool is not open. That's why it's behaving like that. But when I click on download citation, it should give me option, then it goes. I send it to my reference library. But here I'm just showing you what to do because every publisher has a citation, a cite option. Okay, now, like I mentioned, I click on view PDF, download that article, and should be able to download. I'll move away from there. We have 15 minutes left. and I'm going to show you something. Remember, I talked about Google Scholar. This article is opening, but I'll close it because that one at least shouldn't be hard. Allow me show you something small, how to search in Google, because as researchers, okay, we have Research for Life, but sometimes you are stuck. We have Google Scholar already, which is you're familiar with. Now, let me first stop sharing here. Stop sharing because I want to share again. Now I want to, I'll open my Scholar. I think you're able to see my Google Scholar. Remember, I showed you Google Scholar and Research for Life, but you can also sync your normal Google Scholar to Research for Life. How do I sync my normal Google Scholar to Research for Life? On the left-hand side, we have the hamburger menu. You see this hamburger menu? The 3 bars. So I know you're getting tired, but I'm about to finish. When I click on this hamburger menu, it gives me a drop-down menu, and I have settings. I'll click on settings. And when I click on settings, it gives me this. Now around the under search results, I have library links. You see library links here? You click on library links. If you can't, try to note down. Then when I click on library links, I will type in research for life. Okay? Dash Uganda. It should be able to display automatically here. Research for life. Research for life with a letter 4 for life dash Uganda. You can even you can say search for life space, then you dash, then you space, then to or appear automatically. So when that appears below automatically, you check that box. You see my box is already checked here. So after checking it, then you save. You check the Research for Life box and save. So when I do my search term, let me do a quick search term, child abuse. Nanotechnology. Okay, I've been advised to do nanotechnology. Nanotechnology. And can we relate it? Okay. As now, when you browse through these, you see this, this is an article, OUP. This is an article from Research for Life. This is from Research for Life. It shows you that these articles are from Research for Life and they should be available to you. So they're not available to you here. You can actually go to Research for Life and search for these articles. Remember to search in someone. So for example, this article, Nanotechnology, History and Future, that is of 2015. It is really old. For ICT, I don't think this will be relevant to you. Let us filter. Remember the filtering option, custom range, 2020 to 2025. So you see that? My articles from Research for Life are showing here because I've synced my normal Google Scholar to Research for Life. So let us look at this one, nanotechnology, a revolution in modern history industry. So then when you click here, you have to look for the PDF, but I would advise, let me go back a bit, that in this case, you actually click here. You click on this side, but should have a PDF. When I click here, it should give me that PDF option to download. Okay, the download. This one. Okay, so you see here, I'm able to download this article, but once it gives you challenges, just go to your Research for Life. Go to your Research for Life in Summon, copy that title, and search in Summon, okay? So, on the same interface here, now I'm going away from Google Scholar, now I'm going to Google. Are you able to see my Google interface? Someone say yes.
Yes, please.
Okay. Now, in the instance that I'm trying to find literature, maybe Research for Life is still a problem. Google Scholar, I'm not finding resources, or I'm also not maybe, okay, I'm trying to read here and there, and maybe at that point, maybe Madame Flores is not available. You can come to your Google, but you need to search Google smartly. Okay? So should I do? Someone give me a search term from the audience, the participants. Can I hear from you? Okay, let me do my nanotechnology again, because I see you're getting tired and people are running away. So I will put nanotechnology, okay?
Excuse me. Morning.
Nanotechnology. You see that? You space, and then at the end you put PDF, okay? So when you put PDF, it should give you even should lead you even to what? To articles which are peer reviewed. Now this is an article from Portland State Nanotechnology. So you click on, you can just click on the title to lead you to the PDF. This one is from ResearchGate. I see some from IGIS here. You see that? This is how you're going to search your Google smartly. I think let me stop here. I see people are running away already. Allow me to stop here and give room for questions or for clarity in case of anything, then we can close. Otherwise, thank you very much.